conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos.
Dixon set to kick off.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to wind up in air. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Darnell Mooney, 72 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up third.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
First down, New York.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jets.
Check 26, check 26. Check. 36,
Fromm off of play action. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to number 88.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 32-yard line.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what. Definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Drop deep, drop deep.
2nd and 11. And his throw here is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
43 is the mic, boy, 43.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down, here's Fromm. This is the tight end, Njoku. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Fromm. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
They'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays. Game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Make these babies cry all the way back home.
Back to throw here. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Darnell Mooney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Jets 10. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go to Johnson again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is from. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
What's going on, dude?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field,
this nigga let the computer. Yo, this nigga so scared to try to tackle me that he let the computer tackle me.
But they have to do it without
Lord.
letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the Jets first down.
Oh my Lord. That's the nigga that guard you on 2K with the CPU.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2
I can't
minutes
make
to
this
go
shit
now
up,
in the
see?
3rd.
2nd and 5.
Like that shit, hurry up.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
Oh my God, he got the
A few
block.
times here today,
Fuck.
this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw from. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that.
Remember
effort.
Hector
I don't think he could
Perez?
walk down and placed it any better
VJ.
than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Yeah, I just went to his birthday party today.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. They're on 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Oh, my God.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Bitches on the pickup. Second and 6.
Oh, yeah.
At the 5-yard line.
Sam was there. And Tiff. Remember them?
Nah, not them.
Asian Sam and Tiff.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sam with the braces.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Yeah, they was there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half.
He's been on Fortnite and Call of Duty all the time. Sam Maserati or Maserati Sam?
Yeah, that's a nigga. Yeah, that nigga don't play 2K or nothing.
No sports, just straight Call of Duty or Fortnite.
Call of Duty or Fortnite.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game.
Them
this
niggas
is
all
the
still work
National
there?
Football League on EA Sports.
No, not Sam and Tiff. They got fired.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1
Hector
for
still
3
works
thus
there.
far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, you are jockey now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this one will be taken out. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Making sure shit gets done.
Here comes Grant.
God damn, this nigga fumbled, bro. I should just ran out of bounds.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
I ran right to that nigga.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly
it's I'm in a playoffs in another league. And my running back fumble and now my fucking punt return nigga fumble. And he scored on both of them shit.
Makes the score. Broncos 21. Jets 10.
Nah, I'm the Jets and he the Broncos.
Youngway 2 set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
That shit 21-10.
25-yard line.
And 14 of the points he got is from fucking fumbles, bro. God damn. These niggas can't hold on the ball to say they fucking alive.
Should be 10-0.
And it's the 4th quarter,
Jets
nigga.
Offense coming up now to start their next
So I'm about to have to throw it.
I
can't even run it. I don't know if I don't score quick, I'm not going to be able to run it a lot.
They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Johnson. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
New York.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action, it's from.
Yo, this nigga just he ain't gone.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores, as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. They're taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got a man here, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jets' 42-yard line.
And he almost had it
I
defensively.
need that pick.
Could have been a game changer there in the second half.
I
Instead,
need
it's
that
3rd down.
fucking pick.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Looking deep down.
Oh, that play get me every time.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
That nigga burned me with that shit twice.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Let's see how you think I feel with the play you got me with.
Those 2 fumbles,
Set to kick off.
and
That
that
nigga was just
Following the
touching
touchdown,
everything.
here's Koo to
Them
kick
niggas was
off.
just burning everybody. They did have 98 speed.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and
That's just
10
outrageous.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They
back
have
in
to
it.
up the
This is
tempo in this
over.
case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Fromm to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game.
No!
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.